Much of New York is built on the three islands of Manhattan, Staten Island, and Western Long Island, making land scarce and incurring a high population density. The Hudson River flows from the Hudson Valley into New York Bay, become a tiled story that separates the Bronx and Manhattan from northern New Jersey. The weather is warm and sunny from May to October, followed by cold winters. New York is divided into five boroughs: Queens, Staten Island, the Bronx, and the best known of all, Manhattan, and its population is 8,419 million people.
The city of New York borders Vermont, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. It also borders Canada. The type of government that this state has is democracy. What does democracy mean? Basically, it is that all the citizens have the power to choose the ones who are going to represent them as the president or senators. Some places that you should visit are Manhattan, the Fifth Avenue, Central Park, Staten Island, and let's not forget Brooklyn.
History. In the United States, New York is one of the most important places in the country. In effect, the name of the Hudson River comes from the second explorer of the bay in 1609 in the service of the Netherlands, who got its name. Later, in the 1626, Peter Mew, governor of the Dutch West Indies Company, bought the island of Manhattan from the islands for $24 and created a colony that he called New Amsterdam. New York played an important role in the American War of Independence, behind the essence of several battles in 1775. In 1835, New York became the largest city in the United States, where immigration and development transformed the city. After the Second War, New York became the most important city in the world with a larger economy, political, and cultural. It's also become a great international tourist destination.
The cuisine of New York City comprises many cuisines belonging to various ethnic groups that have entered the United States through the city. Almost all ethnic cuisines were represented in New York, both within and outside the various ethnic neighborhoods. New York was also the founding city of New York Restaurant Week, which has spread around the world due to the discounted prices that such a deal offers. In New York, there are over 12,000 bodegas, delis, and groceries, and many among them are open 24 hours a day and 7 days a week.
Let's start with the most iconic place to visit in New York, the Statue of Liberty. It's the nation's most iconic monument, a symbol of hope to millions of immigrants on their way to Ellis Island. Now, let's talk about a site that you have probably already seen in many movies, which is Times Square. The heart of Times Square is at the junction of Broadway and 7th Avenue, where you will be mesmerized by the massive screens that announce everything from the newest films and show to special presentations. The Empire State Building, another New York City icon, is walking distance of the square and it's open until 2 a.m. for breathtaking views of the city below. And now, one of my favorites, the Central Park. It's an expansive space that contains enough signs and things to do last for days, if not longer. The park is a home of a wide range of attractions, from impressive architecture and peaceful gardens. In my opinion, Central Park it's a huge place, but calm and beautiful. If you go to New York, now you know where to go.
New York is a place where many people that we know and see every day through the news, television, movies, or any other media were born. They are celebrities, politicians, musicians, sports players, etc. Among those people are the basketball player Karim Abdul-Jabbar from New York City, the ex-president of United States Donald Trump, the actors Adam Sandler from Brooklyn, Harvey Keitel from New York City, Tom Cruise from Syracuse, Eddie Murphy from Brooklyn, Jerry Seinfeld from Brooklyn, Al Pacino from East Harlem, Robert De Niro from Greenwich Village, the Wayans brothers, the journalist Larry King from Brooklyn, the actresses Lindsay Lohan from the Bronx, Anne Hathaway from Brooklyn, Whoopi Goldberg from Chelsea, Sigourney Weaver from Manhattan, the musician Billy Joel from New York City, the multi-billionaire Howard Schultz from New York City, the scientist Neil deGrasse Tyson, and the movie directors Martin Scorsese and Bryan Singer. This list doesn't stop. There are more famous people that you know and have seen, but if I mention every one of them, I will never finish.